Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Mr. A Plus, your teacher. Once again, I have come with this question on the chalkboard. So let us pay attention so that we can understand how to solve this problem. Okay, so quickly let me go through the question and see how best we are going to handle it. Solve the equation tan theta is equals to 2.75 for 180 degree less or equal to theta less or equal to 270 degree. So that is the question. Okay, so now the first thing to you as a candidate that you must do there is to understand the topic from which the given question is coming. Okay, so now when you look at this question, from the question itself, there it says solve the equation. So this question is coming from equations as a topic. Okay, so after you have identified that, the next thing is to know which type of equation, because we have got different types of equation. We have a quadratic equation, we have a cubic equation, we have a linear equation, we have trigonometric equation. Okay, the reason why this is important is because it's from that point of knowing the topic where that question is coming from, you'll be able to answer that question accurately. Okay, so it's very, very important. So now when you look at this question, this is tan theta. So it means we are talking about the trigonometric equation, okay, because these are ratios, trigonometric ratios. So from there, you'll be able to know. Now from there, we can now face the actual question. Okay, let us see how we are going to handle it. Please, those of you who have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, can you do that for more educative videos? Because I'm here to help you in mathematics. All right. Okay, so now how we are going to solve this equation? We are going to write like the way it is, tan theta is equals to 2.75. Okay, so now when you are asked to find the equation there, they are telling you to find the value of theta. Now, how do we find the value of theta? You can find the value of theta when you inverse the what? The ratio which is tan. Okay, so what do I mean? You are going to write like this now. So theta is equals to tan inverse, then 2.75. Okay, so now for you to have tan inverse, it means you need to go on your calculator. You do what? You place the shift or second function. Then from there, you place the ratio, which is tan in this case. Then automatically this will pop up. Okay, so after that, then you put the number that you are given, the value, which is this one. Okay, then from there now, it will automatically give you the answer. Okay, so the answer now is going to be tan theta, shift, then tan, shift, then tan, 2.75. The answer is going to be 70.0168 9348. So this one can further be rounded off to 70.02. Okay, just like that, degree. Okay, so now after you have found the first theta, the value of theta, like what we have done, what you have just done, this theta that you have found is found in the first quadrant. Okay, this is where now you are supposed to bring in the idea of quadrants, where you are going to say we have the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant. So first quadrant is here, then second quadrant is here, then third quadrant is here, then fourth quadrant is here. Okay, so now there's something that I want you to understand about the quadrants. So quadrants, when you are given, like the first quadrant, all three ratios, they are positive here. Okay, so that is represented by letter A. Okay, so all they are what? Positive. What do I mean? Sine, then cos, tan. They are what? Positive. That is the first quadrant. Then second quadrant, we only have sine, which is the positive. So when sine is positive, it means tan, cos, they are what? Negative. That is the second quadrant. Then third quadrant, we are saying it's only what? Tan. Only tan is the positive. So when tan is positive, these two, which is sine and cosine, they are what? Negative. Then this one, the last quadrant, which is fourth quadrant, is only the cos, which is what? Positive. So when cos is positive, then tan and sine, they are what? They are negative. So that is what you are supposed to follow as a learner. So now from there, the first value of theta that you have found, this angle, is always found in the first quadrant. So when you look at this one, this is a 90, first quadrant, 0 to 90, then second quadrant, 91 up to 180, third D, it's 91, it's 181 up to 274, 271 up to 360. Okay, those are the values according to the quadrants. So now, since you have found the tan, the value of theta in first quadrant, and it is positive, okay? So now, what you are going to do, since this angle that you have found is the reference angle and it is positive and it is found in the first quadrant where tan is positive, it means this one is going to be part of the solution, okay? Why? Because when answering now, solving the equation, since the difference, when the difference angle is positive, it means you are going to target where tan is positive. That is where you are going to get your solution from. So for example, the first quadrant, as I said, tan is positive there. So this one is going to be part of the solution. Then the second solution again, we are actually going to look at the third quadrant. Okay, we are going to look at the third quadrant. We are going to look at the third quadrant. Then we get back to the range that we are given. So the range that we are given is from 180 up to 270. It means we are just looking at the second quadrant and the third quadrant. Therefore, this reference angle that you have found is not going to be part of the solution because this one is found in the first quadrant. And looking at the range that we are given, it is from second up to fourth quadrant. Okay, so we are going to disregard this as part of the solution. Okay, so now let us go to third quadrant. How do we find what is the formula in the third quadrant? So the formula in the third quadrant is 180 plus theta. Okay, so what is our theta? It is the reference angle, which is plus 7.02, this one. So when we add this, we are going to have 250.02. Therefore, the answer. So it means we have found the equation according to the condition that we are given. Okay, so this was going to be part of the solution if the range was starting from where? From 0 up to 270. Now that the range is from 180, which is the second quadrant, this one can't be the part of the solution. Okay, I'm sure you have gotten me right on that one. So this is how we handle these particular questions in a makeable way. Thank you so very much for listening. Please continue following me on my YouTube channel, Pedagogy Learning. Make sure you subscribe to that same channel and also click the sound button so that you can be able to follow me step by step. You can be able to see all the learning videos. The lesson that I'm posting will be yours just for free at your comfort zone. Thank you so much. At this point of time, we mark the end of this question that I had for you. Thank you.